What's the vibes? What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel. That's this channel right here. Blood Money Bets. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Put your notifications on so you know when we're going live. Been doing better with going live on time. So we're gonna try and keep that going. I got my boy with me. It's Sunday. I got my boy with me, so I let him introduce himself and promote whatever it is he got going on. Man, what's poppin'?
What's good, family? Stefan, I'm back here again. Sports with Flow on YouTube. Please give me a follow. Big week for the Jets before they hit this bye week. I got a lot of reads on this game. Stefan Florval on Twitter. Appreciate you, everybody, for following me. Appreciate all the feedback. So, yeah, we got a WNBA Finals game. Week 6, week 5. Let's get it. Week 6. Let's get it.
All right, man. Yeah, Dreamers, man, pop out. Go ahead, put the comments in there, man. Top of the morning. B, top of the morning, my guy, top of the morning. Y'all boys should go crazy today. Y'all should. I got a lot of Miami today. Y'all should go crazy today. Top of the morning. Happy belated birthday, my guy. Libra gang in this thing. KG, I was wondering where you was at, my guy. I went like 4 or 5 days without seeing my boy. I'm like, I hope everything good with KG. I hope the bets ain't get to my boy, but sometimes we gotta refresh, man. But good to see you back, my guy. Good to see you back. So quick recap of yesterday. Went 2-1. We had a great day. I told you I was gonna bounce back on college because I'm good at college. NFL, so we've been going crazy NFL, not good in college. So I knew we bounced back in college, but yeah, man. 2-1 yesterday. The Texas State, they wasn't ready for royalty. We was gonna make them the king of the channel. They wasn't ready. Sorry though, that didn't hit, but Washington hit in crazy fashion. And Pitt was sweat free. Them boys won. Also hit a bunch of blood money bets. Gave out my best blood money bet of the year on the timeline. Colorado State basically plus 1,000. They was down 20-17, something like that in the second half. Gave that out. That hit in a crazy, miraculous fashion. A Hail Mary play. Again, I ain't even, I swear, I was just telling the flow off stream, man. Stuff definitely happened for a reason because I had dozed off on my couch. I was going in my room to go to sleep. I only opened up FanDuel just to double check and make sure I made all my bets that I wanted to put in for today. And I seen the shit said 27-20 with 30 seconds left on 4th down. I'm like, oh shit, my boy's gonna get the ball back. And I couldn't find no stream, so I'm watching it on ESPN. Finally, it's 1 second left. The shit go to 30-30. I'm like, oh, what's up? And so I just went on Twitter.
Hey,
everybody was sharing that shit. I'm like, oh, man.
I was going crazy. I didn't even know there was college football on last night, but I saw you had posted your ticket, and I couldn't get it in on time. So I was like, I'll watch the end of this game just to support the family. And when I saw they were getting the ball back, and I think they had like a completion to get it to midfield. So I'm like, hey, we like a Hail Mary away.
Yeah, that was the one. I'm like, okay. So you saying this?
I got scared for you because when he caught it, they initially threw a flag on the play. And on the replay, it was hard to tell if he had like caught it or the ball hit the ground. So when they reviewed it, I was like, oh, he actually caught that.
I ain't seen none of it. I couldn't find the stream. So I'm in my bed, 2 in the damn morning, watching ESPN Gamecast, and the shit just going. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, that was amazing. I mean, some blood money bets too, man. Shout out to Washington. Notre Dame, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, plus 650. We hit that. So we've been real hot on college, man, and that's what we needed, man. We needed that coming off of what ain't been really the best performance, man. It really ain't been the best performance. Blood money best been hitting, but my straights wasn't hitting. So, and the half unit play hit too, the builder. That's what I was missing. The builder hit with the 1 passing touch. I mean, with the 4 touchdowns each half for the Oregon game. All right. So that's the recap. Let's do it again today. Got a full slate, got a bunch of shit because we won a bunch of shit. So I'm spraying the board today. In the words of my boy Nicky Costos. So we about to get into it. We got straights. I already gave out on my straights. I'm gonna run through my straights after I let my co-host do it, or my guest, whatever you want to call him, do what he do. I'm gonna let him come off with his straights, and then I'll follow behind mine. Just because I've given my straights out twice already on this channel since Wednesday. So I'm gonna let my boy Flo have the floor, my NFL expert, and let him do what he do. What's poppin', my guy?
Yes, sir. Everybody, great to be back. NFL Sunday. It's also hopefully not the last day of the season for the New York Liberty. But I got 6 for the NFL. I'll start away for the Jets because I'll talk all damn day about the Jets. I'm on Kenneth Walker, 65.5 rush yards. I caught that at -114. This is a Bengals team that's top 10 in yards per over 10 plus yard rush yards allowed, yards per attempt allowed, broken tackles allowed, which is all three are lined up for Kenneth Walker to go off. Last week, I know a lot of people had James Conner, and he was going crazy before he went down. I want to say it was like 10 for 46, 10 for 47. The snap shares for Kenneth Walker are also kind of going up by the week, even though they took a running back in round 2. So I think you're going to see a really good game. I like the over in this game too. I didn't play it because I didn't want to have too many things in play. But I think this is going to be like one of those high-scoring games. Really like Kenneth Walker. I could see him even go over the century mark for 100. So I love that 65.5. I'm going to steal a coin that phrase that you coined, which is, sometimes you got to take the square play. To me, there's 3 clear spots where these 3 teams should dominate today. And that's the Miami Dolphins. That's the 49ers playing against the Cleveland Browns and a backup quarterback, and the Buffalo Bills playing the XFL Giants. So I just took the halftime full. Yeah, oh my God, it's a disgrace. I just took the halftime full time for all 3 games. I don't see any reason why the Dolphins, the 49ers, and the Bills shouldn't be up at halftime and winning the game. It's plus 144, I want to say, and I used my 100% boost to get that to 288. Sometimes we could break down these games when you just like look at the obvious, where it's like, like in what world is a backup quarterback going to beat the 49ers? In what world are the Panthers, who are down 2 guards, going to beat the Dolphins and keep up? Like, in what world the New York Giants going to travel into Buffalo and keep up with the Bills? Like, I just can't see it. So, I hate to parlay, but I'm taking all 3. My third play, risky one, but it's 2 tight ends who are facing teams that allow the top 4 most receptions, 2 tight ends this season. I saw you mention Logan Thomas on a stream earlier this week, and I hatched the idea of it's a little risky. Is I'm building a ladder with TJ Hawkinson and Logan Thomas. They're both in the 1 o'clock window. I'm taking Hawkinson at 5 receptions, which is 1 underneath his total line, and Logan for 4. His 3.5 is juiced to, like, I want to say 146. Mm-hmm. So what I'm doing, and all this is on my timeline, it's a lot of numbers. I'm taking his 5 plus 4, and that's, I want to say, around 137. Then I'm taking the 6 plus 5 that gets you in the mid 300s. Then I'm taking the 7 plus 6, and I'm lowering the units as I go up. That's plus 870. And the 8 plus 7, I want to say something like plus 1,300, I want to say. I just think I like the game scripts for both. I think that the Commanders and the Falcons is a game where you could see Logan get 6-7 catches. And also in that Bears-Vikings game, a game where I think the Bears are actually going to win that one. I think that now you don't have Justin Jefferson. You're going to have KJ Osborne, Addison, and Hawkinson competing for targets. So Hawkinson routinely was getting 5-6 targets last year. Now with no Jefferson, I got to imagine the share of what he's going to be seeing today is even more. So those are like my non-Jets plays. Do you want me to get into the Jets now? And all the, because I've got like
finish your straights, man. Let's keep it moving.
Yes, sir. I've got 4 for the game. Eagles -6.5. It's a stupid line. The Jets don't have Elijah Vera Tucker. Mekhi Becton and Max Mitchell will be the tackles. They can't guard speed. I know that the Eagles are down Darius Slay. I'm aware of the fact that they're also down Jalen Carter, but it's an awful mismatch. The Jets are also missing both of their corners. Both have concussions. So how the Jets plan on stopping this Eagles offense, I have no clue. You're never going to see me as a homer. I'm always going to keep it real. I think the Eagles are winning by at least 13 today, which means I also like Josh Sweat and his sack. His sack was at 0.25, and now it's bumped up to 0.75. So now you need the full sack, not just half the sack. Love Josh Sweat to get a sack. I think him and Hassan Reddick can get a sack today, but I went with Sweat because the speed move on the edge. Max Mitchell, this is his first action since last year. He's a solid tackle, but he struggles against speed. Mekhi Becton struggles against speed. Love Josh Sweat today. I also love Jordan Whitehead. We've been talking about that Jimmy system and the fact that whoever plays the Philadelphia Eagles, the box safety, the number is now 13 consecutive box safeties playing against Jalen Hurts have covered their line, and they've gone over it more than that. So I'll get into why I like Jordan Whitehead even more on blunt money bets. Love Whitehead to cover, and I think that's all I've got for today. So just to recap, because there's a lot I threw out there. Kenneth Walker, his rush yards. Halftime, full-time for the Dolphins, the 49ers, and the Bills. Hawkinson and TJ Hawkinson, and Logan Thomas, 5 receptions and 4 receptions. 5 for Hawkinson, 4 for Logan, and just go 1 up each for that ladder. Jordan Whitehead, his over 4.5 tackles plus assists. Josh Sweat to get a sack. Eagles -6.5, which is stupidity. So that's all I've got for NFL. Six total.
All right, that's what it is. So I'm about to give out my straight bets. Love those looks. And then I'll come with my blunt money bets right after that. And then I'll let Flo do. Matter of fact, now I'll let Flo do his blunt money bets because this is basically a blunt money bet show. I mean,
Yeah, I
everything.
came ready today. I usually don't have enough blunt money bets. I got enough blunt money bets for today.
All right. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gave out 7 straights. I'll run through them again really quick. Y'all can check out the streams from probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but definitely Thursday and Friday. When I recap these, if y'all want in-depth analysis, but I will run through these real quick. And I added one. So matter of fact, I'll just start off with the one I added. San Fran and Cleveland under 35.5. I'm not sure what the weather is going to be in that game. We're supposed to have some bad weather. I'm looking out my window right now. I'm in New York and it's pretty rainy and shitty. So Cleveland ain't that far, about 4 hours away. Who knows what's going to happen? But it's supposed to be reports of bad weather. Aside from that, you obviously got Deshaun Watson being out of the game. You got San Fran with a great defense. And maybe they just going to try to get in and get out with a nice little 27-3 win, something like that. Who knows? But I got a stat from a writer, and this is basically why I'm playing this. It's a writer. His name is Jack Hammer, and he covers San Fran. Okay, Jack Hammer. Basically, ain't no basically. I'll read the shit to you. Shanahan is 1-8 in his career versus Jim Schwartz, who's the defensive coordinator for Cleveland. 1-8 versus him in his career. So basically, in 2016, when the Falcons had the best offense in the league and they blew that lead and all that shit to the Patriots, they scored over 20 points every game except for the one time he played Jim Schwartz. They scored 15 in that game against this defensive coordinator that they're playing today. And they averaged 34 points a game that season. And that's the only time they was held on 21 points. So all that shit is to say this. Jim Schwartz got Kyle Shanahan's fucking number. All that pretty boy offense shit do not work against Jim Schwartz historically. He loses against Jim Schwartz historically. Now, do I think San Fran's going to lose today? No. So would I even play plus 13.5, plus 14 with Cleveland? No. But I can see a universe where San Fran struggles to score and where Cleveland struggles to score. So even though I did not get the best of this number, I'm sure that shit probably opened at like 41-40. I just got this piece of information, and I'm going to play on the shit. All right? So
that's great information.
San Fran, thank you. San Fran and Cleveland under 35.5. And then I'll run through the other straight bets I already gave out. Logan Thomas over 33 and over. Let me slow it down. It's not that serious. Over 3.5 receptions. Now, this is going to be the week. The theme of this week is maybe Dream's going to start fucking playing receiving yards. I'm a receptions guy. Maybe I'm going to have to start playing receiving yards because if like I get a bunch of hooks, I'm not going to be happy. And these guys go over their receiving yards and I miss on the receptions, I'm not going to be happy. But I play receptions, okay? Logan Thomas over 3.5 receptions. I got it at -145. 4 or 5 tight ends have gone over this 3.5 receptions number against Atlanta. TJ Hawkinson over 5.5 receptions, more of a vibes play. He's 3 or 5 this year with the hook, and there's no Justin Jefferson. Addison could go crazy. KJ Osborne could go crazy, but I'm going with TJ. Puka Nacua over 5.5. I got that at plus 100 or like -110. That shit is super juice now. But that's why I gave it out on the top line on Wednesday. But yeah, Puka over 5.5. He's over this number 4 or 5 games this season. He got 11 targets last week with Cooper Kupp coming back, so it's not like there's going to be an issue with targets. And Cooper Kupp over 7.5 receptions. That's still a good number. I think that's still plus money right now. But it just felt low to me. And he had 8 last game, so he'll have 8 this game. That's how I feel. Fuck it. So Cooper Kupp over 7.5 receptions. Those are the props. And then I went to sacks on DraftKings. Go to game props or go to team props. That's where you'll find these, and that's where you'll find a lot of shit that I give out on DraftKings. But you'll find to record a sack first. So if you go under like game props, or you go under probably game props, yeah, and then under that you'll see sacks. Click that and you'll see team to record a sack first. All right, and this is out of each game. These were heavily juiced. I'm not sure what they are now, but I took the Bills, the Eagles, and Miami each to record the first sack of the game. The Bills was like one of these was like minus 110. I think Philly was like minus 110. Then the other ones was minus 150 and minus 140. Super fucking juice. I know we're up this year. I don't care. I'm gonna play the juice, okay? So Bills, Philly, Miami, each to record the first sack of the game. Kind of goes without saying, even though, and I didn't put San Fran in here for the reasons already listed. I mean, before I even knew that stat, I wanted to put San Fran in there. You got Miles fucking Garrett on the other side. He can get a sack the first play of the game, so I'm not going to do it there, but I will do it in the San Fran, Philly, and Buffalo game. Those three teams to record the first sack of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 straight bets. What could go fucking wrong, all right? Flo, Blunt Money bets. What you got for the people? And then I'll unload the clip because, boy, I got some spice.
Yeah, I got something for y'all. Just to recap, I realized I missed the straight.
Hold on. My
yes,
fault.
sir.
My bad, Dream. My bad. Don Play was popping. My bad. KG, you been crank. They're about to say my boy been low, but that's why we keep it Blunt Money, man. He can't get her too bad with Blunt Money. Happy early B-Day for you. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm out of here soon. I'll be
Good,
going
Keith.
next week, y'all, man. Thank you. I'll be going next week, but I still try and do a show from Costa Rica. What's good, fellas? Keith C was popping 3 times. Good morning.
Morning, 3-time.
Happy Sunday, and good luck to you too. I was gonna say we're not on the Steelers today. We're not on the Steelers, but they got to buy. Top of the morning, my guy. Hope the Liberty Force of game 4. This shit going 5. It's going 5.
I hope so.
5. Believe that. It's going 5. I like, well, okay. KG with the vibes. He's back, folks. KG is back with the vibes in the comments. All right. That's a lot, but okay. Plus 400. I'm not mad. Oh yeah, Thielen.
I can't hate on you for that. That's a lot of legs, but I can't. What scares me is Kyle Pitts because the Falcons do not know how to use. He's so talented, and they don't know how to use him.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Kyle Pitts is the only one I'm like, yeah. But I'm sure you got a reason behind Kyle Pitts. But I gotta find Thielen today. I gotta find a way to get on Thielen.
Yeah, they be flooding Thielen the ball.
I gotta find a way. And Aaron, what's the vibes? Yeah, man. So if you're watching this, man, like I said, if you're watching this on Twitter, like and retweet. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, sub to my channel. Yeah, if you're watching this anywhere, share the shit. You know what I'm saying? Retweet it. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor and sub to my channel. We on the road to 500. And yeah, like the video, share the video, and drop the comments in there, man. If y'all got some plays, if y'all got some questions, drop the comments. We'll probably be live for like 30, 45 more minutes at the most. So Flo, Blood Money bets. What you got?
Yes, sir. I said I had 6 straights. I actually gave y'all 5. I didn't even give you my favorite one of the day, which is Tyler Conklin over 27.5 receiving yards. I did a whole video on it, so I won't go into it. But basically, like the Jets going to be losing. They got to throw the ball. The Eagles are one of the worst teams in the league against guarding the tight end. Like something like 29 tight end targets, 24 receptions, 8.8 yards per catch for the tight end, best in the league. So Conklin over 27.5, over 3 or 4. And the one game he didn't get it, he had 26. So, and he's flying over it. He's actually over 50, 3 or 4. Here are my Blood Money bets for today. I got a bunch for you. First one, it's just something I just wanted to burn $5 on because it was a big number. And I was like, why not? There's 7 1 o'clock games. Every team in the 1 o'clock window to have a rushing touchdowns plus 21,000. You know, $5 wins you a band. Why not? I bet dumber things. Yeah, you know? Yeah. Bad offensive lines do not travel. I've learned that. So I'm taking the Panthers as the lowest scoring team today. They're down both guards. Dolphins really good up the middle. I want to say that's plus 1,300. Took that. I just think that you put that with the Miami Sun, it could be a really long day for Bryce Young and company. So I'm going with that. I'm running back the long shot that hit last week for the Eagles. So it's hit the last 4 games. In the last 2 weeks, it needed overtime. And last week, it hit and it got graded as a hit. But after the game, they took a tackle away, which is take the middle linebacker for his tackles, assists, and both safeties. Last 4 games, it's hit. So I did Jordan Whitehead, Tony. I did this on DraftKings, by the way, and I did it and got plus like 550. Used the boost, got it to 787. So it's CJ Mosley, Jordan Whitehead, Tony Adams, and I took the Eagles minus 2.5, and I got that at 787. We've been talking this whole time, and this game just reminded me about the fact that we're watching this Ravens-Titans game. And when you think that one team dominates and has time of possessions, like I always talk about, take the other team's tackles was the Eagles' money line. They're going to have the ball all game. They're going to win. This is something I'm trying as an experiment for the first time. It's plus 8,200. It's on DraftKings, which is I'm taking the 49ers halftime full-time. I'm taking the middle linebacker, Anthony Walker, and the strong safety, Grant Delpit, their tackles on the same game parlay function. I just think that these teams are going to be on the field the entire day. So it's like, if you just follow the math, like, yeah, if the 49ers who have 37 minutes of possession on average this year on the field 38 minutes, like, yeah, like these people are going to be on the field. So I'm taking that. Eagles halftime full time.
What? Not to interrupt you. Where is that at?
No worries. Sorry. I'm going fast. So this is on DraftKings same game parlay.
Okay.
So the Niners leg is plus 355. It's Anthony Walker, inside linebacker, with Grant Delpit, the strong safety, halftime full time. Unfortunately, the Jets going to get smoked today. So Eagles halftime full time with Mosley and Jordan Whitehead, and the Bills halftime full time with Xavier McKinney and Bobby Okereke. I'm watching this Titans-Ravens game, and at halftime, both inside linebackers for the Titans, one of the two safeties covered their line, and Armani Hooker's one tackle for covering their line. So it's one thing I've noticed. If one team's going to dominate time possession, I'm sprinkling on it. I'm throwing $10. $10 wins you like 800. So going with that. And yeah, that's all I have for blunt money bets for today. So just to recap, Jordan Whitehead, CJ Mosley, Tony Adams.
Wait. You don't got to recap. That's why you got the timestamps.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, all good then.
Yeah, I'm at a time. I already wrote down where you started. So, but that's it though. That wasn't that much.
No, yeah, I mean, this is more your lane. I'm exploring my other side. Music's like a straight better, but I got like 4 today. I usually come here with 1 or 2, so 4 is a step up for me.
Yeah, and make sure you DM those joints to me too, man. I like that Russia more for the plus 21,000. All right, let me see, 22 minutes. All right, man. We spraying the board, man. I got a whole gang of blunt money bets. So we're going to start off with the boost. I think I got like 15 blunt money bets, which ain't really a lot because we're going to hit like 5. You know what I'm saying? But with 15, all we got to really do is ones and we're going to be profitable. But yeah, all right. So here go to boost. I probably gave this out earlier in the week, but oh well. Logan Thomas. This is my 1 p.m. boost. All these are boosts on either FanDuel or DraftKings. All right. Logan Thomas over 3.5 receptions and 25 yards. TJ Hawkinson over 5.5 receptions. The San Fran money line under 53.5 for the Houston game. And Miami minus 2.5 with the boost. That's plus 507. A lot of those are straight bets. The San Fran money line goes without saying. I almost played the under in the Houston-New Orleans game. And Miami minus 2.5 goes without saying. All right, plus 507 with the boost. Next, this is the 4 p.m. boost. Cooper Kupp, 80 yards receiving. Rams money line. Matt Stafford, 2 touchdowns. The Patriots game under 44.5. And the Eagles minus 2.5. That's a plus 728 with the boost. Again, I love Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford this week. Matt Stafford held us down last week. Love him again. I like the Rams to win. I don't know about them covering, but I like them to win. I almost played the under in the Pats game for sure. So I didn't even tease that a lot, just a little bit. And the Eagles goes without saying. All right. We'll get to WNBA next, but just because it's in the boost section, Asia Wilson and Breanna Stewart, I gave this boost out, good Lord, 5 days ago. But yeah, 10 rebounds each for Asia Wilson and Queen. Mwah! Breanna Stewart.
Let's get that correct, because
yeah, for real. Plus 540 because she plus 540.
She did a thing grabbing that rebound, man.
That was a big rebound for her.
That was a huge rebound. Like, you better snatch that rebound, girl.
Go ahead, man. My boy G5 Juan, what's popping? Yo, Juan, you gonna come on the show? I know you be low. You gonna come on the show? College one day? We gotta go to. That's my college boy. Yeah, man. Me and him be cooking college, man. We gotta do it. All right. Okay. First second. What the fuck is this? First second of the game. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what I use my booster on for DraftKings. That whole first second of the game shit I was telling y'all that you find at team props and sacks or game props and sacks. I just put those three together and boosted them in a parlay plus 585. Bills, Philly, Miami down to first sack of the game. All right, those are the boosts. Going to FanDuel. I think these are under feature specials or some shit like that. But yeah, look under feature specials. Cooper Kupp and AJ Brown, 200 yards receiving combined at plus 270. Boom, half unit on that shit. Don't care, half unit play. We just won a half unit yesterday.
Say that
So
one
let's
more
go ahead
time
and put
for the slow kid in the back of the class, please.
that's Cooper Kupp and AJ Brown, 200 yards combined receiving, plus
Oh, I like
270.
I like that.
Yeah, plus 270, and that's on FanDuel, and that's under like game specials, game features, under the FanDuel ones, because they don't play each other, so it wouldn't be in either game. Like they got all these shits, man. Just look on FanDuel, go to NFL, and you'll see like parlays, game features, game specials, all that shit. Okay, and that's where I'm finding these. All right. So Cup and AJ, 200 yards combined, plus 270. Also under the same spot, Miles Garrett and Nick Bosa, each to have 2 sacks, plus 1,300. I think they each gonna have a sack. Why can't they each have 2? Fuck it. Plus 1,300. Love it, love it, love it. Next, no, I like that a lot. This I fucking love. Just like Russell Wilson plus 450. Gardner miss you. Can you do something for me? Like Russ and Logan and Ant did before you, Gardner. It's on you today, baby. We've been on this offense all year. Indianapolis, they got a fucking goated coach. He had my boy Anthony Richardson looking like Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Now you about to have Gardner in there throwing motherfucking darts to Michael Pittman and all kind of shit. I'm gonna have something with Pittman too. I do got something with Pittman. Yeah. But yeah, Gardner Minshew, 3 touchdowns, plus 630. You shitting me? This is gonna be a shootout.
Oh, that's
baby.
a steal. Gardner's
Yeah,
a
this is
dog.
gonna be a shootout.
Gardner's a dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout, and especially if they get down early. He's one of them quarterbacks like Dak. He loved throwing bullshit touchdowns that don't mean nothing at the end of the game. Big Gardner, big vibes, and guess who he going against?
He's going
His
against
former
the team.
It's revenge, baby.
I see what you
Y'all
did there.
know the
I see
fucking
what you did
vibes
there.
and dream. I love this shit. Mwah. I feel like it already hit, but that's how you do when you have a good luck. And like it really don't matter. You want it to hit, but you know it's a good snipe. So hey, it is what it is. Gardner,
I love that one.
3 touchdowns. I appreciate that, Flo. Plus
Love
630. That. You see why I had to differentiate? I liked that shit. I love this shit. All right, plus 630 for Gardner. Fuck with me, Gardner. Do something for me. And Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns. That's my boy. Plus 560. And the only reason why I'm on Jalen Hurts, couldn't talk you off a personal play as well. Playing AJ Brown had the most receiving yards this week at plus 1,800. Couldn't talk you off that, but not an official play for the show. Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns, plus 560. Reason why I like that, you got no sauce, and we got the Jets expert here. Yeah. I'm sure you can understand that. You got no sauce, you got no other cornerback.
DJ Reed.
The Eagle offense ain't really coming to their own yet. They settling for a lot of field goals and shit. Only time they really scoring in the red zone is running the ball. So I think that you can look for Jalen Hurts to have one of those games that he has a few times a year, maybe 3 passing and 1 rushing touchdown, something like that. Also, when the news came out that Sauce wasn't playing, Sauce went on Twitter and was like, "It's crazy, man, because I feel fine." Who quoted that tweet? AJ Brown.
Can I give you like one more little wrinkle? Because like there's like things I always talk about with my friends because Jets everything. This is something only I would know. So like the Jets drafted Elijah Moore like 3-4 years ago, round 2, Ole Miss, same school as AJ Brown. AJ Brown and Elijah Moore are like best friends. Like train every summer, best friends. Elijah Moore left the Jets because he demanded a trade because he hated the GM, hated the coach, hated the OC, thought they did him dirty. When he goes to Cleveland, what's the first thing he said? First press conference. Man, I'm just glad to be in a first-class organization that knows how to treat their players, that knows how to use a player like my skill set. Yeah. Listen, I didn't give this to the timeline, but like yourself, I'm sure you have plays on the side. That A.J. Brown touchdown money line parlay on FanDuel is plus 210. I've already put half a unit on that. Him or Goddard's going to be in the end zone. Goddard, I want to say, is like 310. The Jets have given up a touchdown to the tight end in the last 4 games. What did I tell you when the Jets were playing that primetime game and I gave you, hey, take the tight end? The Jets haven't covered a tight end since I was 9 years old. I'm a grown-ass man. It's been 2 decades of not covering tight ends. So, yeah, it's going to get spooky. I just got to keep it real with y'all. I'm not going to come up here and tell you some garbage, but the Jets going to win. I think they'll fight. I think they'll keep it close for a little bit, but there's no reason. Like the Eagles aren't even like as good as last year, but there's no reason why this game should be close in the fourth. Like no shot.
We'll see. Picks
Just
fly.
saying. I'm just
It is
saying.
what it is. But yeah, Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns, plus 560. Don't love that as much as Gardner Minshew, but I like it enough that I played it. Was gonna put old boy with it, Matt Stafford to have 3 touchdowns, but ours wasn't juicy enough. But I love Matt Stafford this week again. Couldn't talk you off of my boy Joey Burrow as well, but just those two. Gardner Minshew to throw 3 touchdowns plus 630. Jalen Hurts to throw 3 touchdowns plus 560. Why not parlay them together plus 4,700? Just what the fuck I be doing. Why not do it? Follow me. We've been hot. Let's keep it going, all right? Next. I love this leg. This is my receivers leg. Pittman, Ridley, Christian Kirk. This is in the damn Indy and the Jags game I was just talking about. Pittman, Ridley, Christian Kirk, each to have 50 yards receiving. All right. We're going to go to the LA Rams game and parlay that with Cooper Kupp, 80 yards and 7 catches, and Puka Nacua, 60 yards. And then we're going to go to the last game, the Jets, and parlay that with A.J. Brown, 50 yards, Devontae Smith, and Garrett Wilson, 40 yards. We probably on all 3 of them shits together. I will put this on the timeline because it's a bit of a receipt. Plus 2,500. And if the first one don't hit, you better believe I'm putting the next 2 together at the 4 p.m. shit. All right? So I'll run that back one more time for the vibes. Pittman, Michael Pittman Jr., I don't know. Michael Pittman, Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, 50 yards receiving each in their game. That is the Jags game. Gonna go to the Rams game. Cooper Kupp, 7 catches and 80 yards, and Puka Nacua, 60 yards. I'm going against both them motherfuckers in fantasy this week. Ugh. Good luck. And then we're gonna go to the Jets game. A.J. Brown, 50 yards. Devontae Smith and Garrett Wilson, 40 yards. I like Garrett Wilson this week. Plus 20.
I love his receptions today.
Right?
I love his receptions today. He's gonna be in that slot. They moved him to the slot. Like if you want to just talk about the Jets, I'll give you like 8.
Nah, we go. No,
but like
good.
I'm gonna stop there.
On
format. We on format.
Next. This is going to be a 3-team leg, all right? A 3-leg leg across all sports. Well, I'm sorry. Across 2 sports. San Fran. You can find this on FanDuel right now under the spread, like the spread total lays that they make already for you is plus 140. They still got San Fran minus 4.5 and the under 39.5 available. So if you just, and in college we was this close to hitting one of those last night, but I digress. So if you go San Fran minus 4.5 and the under 39.5, that's a plus 140. Just go to FanDuel and go to the spread money line shit where they do the money line and spread and total shit, spread and total. San Fran minus 4.5 and the game under 39.5. We're gonna parlay that with both teams to score 1 touchdown in each half, and that's going to be in the I'm tripping. Oh, that's going to be in the Jags game. I love that game. In the Jags and the Colts game, each team will score 1 touchdown in each half, and then we're going to end that parlay with Jonquel Jones to score 15 points to get the W. We had her on the Stanford lay. That didn't work out. Stanford ended up holding us down, but I said I was going to find something else to put that on, and I did. So I'll run that back again. Jonquel Jones, 15 points in the W on FanDuel. That's a plus 196. Both teams to score 1 touchdown in both halves in the Jags game, okay? So I like the Jags and the Colts, each to score a touchdown in each half. You find that under scoring on FanDuel. So you go to FanDuel, you scroll over to scoring once you click the game, and you'll see 1 touchdown each half. Plus 164 there. And then the money line total parlay of San Fran, spread total parlay. San Fran minus 4.5 and under 39.5. That's FanDuel. Let's go over to DraftKings. Got a few on there, all right? Let me see. Oh, let's keep it with this theme. 1 touchdown in each half, both teams. They finally brought it back on DraftKings. They didn't have it last week for some reason. I don't know, but it's back. So shout out to DraftKings. Each team to score a touchdown in both halves. Going to game props, scoring, touchdown props, it's in there. All right. I'm pretty sure it's under scoring or team props, but just it's in there. All right. The Vikings-Chicago game, the Seattle-Cincinnati game, and the Arizona Rams game. Each team to score 1 touchdown in both halves, plus 16-12 for that. Maybe I'll put that on the timeline. Field goal props. This is on DraftKings as well. A field goal in each quarter, plus 500 for the Saints game. I just think that's going to be a game where each team can move the ball and can't score. So one field goal in every quarter, don't matter who kicks it, it's a plus 500 on DraftKings in the Saints game. This is a lay that is a plus 520. I only got 3 more of these left, by the way. This is a lay, and I'm probably gonna put this. I'll try to put the lays on the timeline. That's tough to kind of get. People be DMing me about some of these lays, like where do I find this? Where do I find this? So I might put this on the timeline because it's kind of tough to follow, but it is what it is. All right. Race to 15 points. So which team is going to score 15 points first in their game? San Fran and Philly. All right. Both of them score 15 first in their game. This is on DraftKings. We're going to party that. With both teams to score 20 in their game? No. So both teams are not going to score 20 in this game. Raiders in the Patriots game, Houston in the Saints game. In the last leg of that 5-legger, both teams to score 15 points in their game? Yes. The Colts and the Jags. All right? Kind of goes without saying. I think the 49ers in Philly, they're going to get to 15 or 20 points before their opponent does. I don't think either team in the Raiders, Patriots, or Houston, New Orleans gets to 20, but I doubt if all of them get there. And the Colts Jags game, I love it. I think it's going to be a shootout. Maybe I'll play that to be the most highest scoring game this week. I didn't even look at that market. Maybe I'll play that.
Can you repeat that one for me? I'm here taking my notes while you talk. Can you repeat that last one for me, please?
With the whole lay or the leg?
Just the first 3 legs. It was like race to 15.
Yeah, race to 15. The 49ers and the Eagles to score 15 first in their game. And then both teams to score 20. No. So both teams not to score 20. Game. One can score 20. Both not, though. The Pats game and the Houston game. And then last, but both teams to score 15 in the Colts and Jags game. I may end up playing the Colts and the Jags to be the highest scoring game this week. And I may end up playing that Arizona game. All right. 2 more. Anytime touchdown lay. My only one that I'm playing this week, I round robin did 3s and 4s. They all have a familiar theme. Backup running backs or running backs that are in because of injury or running backs that are just coming back. Amari DiMercado, the running back for Arizona, to score a touchdown, plus 225. Dante Foreman, the only running back for Chicago pretty much, plus 160. Jamal James JT for Indiana. What's her name? Taylor, the running back for Indiana.
Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan, okay, here we go.
There you go.
Jonathan Taylor, Indiana, plus 135. And Salvon Ahmed.
Yeah.
Ahmed for Miami, okay? I'm taking those running backs and I round robin it 3s and 4s to score. I'll run that back again. Ahmed, the running back for Miami, I think he scores in a blowout. Foreman, he's the only running back for Chicago. He'll score against that Minnesota defense. They're trash. Jonathan Taylor hasn't scored yet. Why not in a high-scoring game? And the same thing with the running back for Arizona. That's the one I feel the least about, but I like it. Plus 225. Round robin that. All right? Also played Ahmed 2 touchdowns, plus 2,200. All them fucking running backs from Miami be having 2 touchdowns off the bench. Like, Moisture gonna run down there with a 60-yard run, get tired, they're gonna bring in Ahmed and you're gonna score. And Ahmed is also a receiving back too. I remember that last year. I only know that because my best friend, a Miami fan. So Ahmed will get a couple catches out the backfield. All right. And last but not least, then we'll kick it to the WNBA. This is a rushing yard round robin. Okay. Justin Fields 80. Swift, DeAndre, I don't know. Swift for the Eagles 100. Ahmed 40. And Amari, 60. We round robin in all 3 of those in the rushing yards. All them shit's like plus 200, plus 300. I'll run them back again. Swift, 100 yards. Fields, Justin Fields, 80 yards. Amari DiMercado, the running back for Arizona. And Salvion Ahmed to have 40 yards, okay? 60, 40, 180. Round robin in those. That is it. Flo, do you want to have any closing thoughts before we get to the WNBA?
Yeah, like, bro, I was sitting, I was like, yo, didn't I have more blunt money bets? Yeah, I had like a whole page that was covered because I'm looking at you. I actually had 3 more
Let them go.
If you could go back, that Seahawks Bengals game, I really like the shootout potential in that game. Seahawks Bengals. So touchdown, field goal each half. It's for each team is plus 2,800. I threw some blood money on that on the Seahawks and Bengals. If you have Bet 365, I know a lot of states don't. New York doesn't. I had to go over to family in Jersey, but I'm going all in on this like Eagles strong safety tackles thing because I'm telling you, like all these spike weeks. So on Bet 365, you can ladder tackles plus assist, excuse me. So I went to my guy Jordan Whitehead, strong safety for the Jets, who's going to be on the field for 40 minutes today because the Jets offense won't do anything. His 6 tackles is plus 135, 7 is 320, 8 is 600, his 9 is 1225, and his 10 is 1600. Now, these are super obscure stats, but last year at home, Jordan Whitehead was going crazy on the tackles. I had a saying last year, my friends, where death taxes and Jordan Whitehead 4.5 tackles because the Jets offense was terrible. Well, I think this is the kind of game where you saw last year, him getting 8 or 9 tackles is like not this crazy idea. Like it's 8 or 9 tackles where if you look at the last like 5 safeties they played, I know Harrison Smith only had 6 or 7, but you're looking at last week, Jordan Fuller had like 9. Week before that, Antoine Winfield had like 13. Like it could get absurd. I'm not saying throw the mortgage on it. I'm telling you, if you just look at Eagles, strong safeties, last 13 games, it's absurd. I had Justin Reed in the Super Bowl. He covered it in the second quarter. So that's what I had for that. And also, we had a 4 p.m. boost. I used mine on the Jets game, and I got it. It went from 24-18 to 36-27. Tyler Conklin, 40 yards. Dallas Goedert, touchdown. Garrett Wilson, over 4.5 receptions. Eagles first half and full-time money line. So those are my additional
I love
blood
that
money
tight
bets.
end. That tight end lay at the end. Love that. Love that.
Tight end's always open, baby. Just throw it to the tight end.
All right, we're about to get to WNBA real quick. Any 3, Hill, Cup, Chase, and TJ, each score 2 touchdowns plus 10,000. Why not? Jamal Chase scoring 2 touchdowns on that boy from Seattle would be crazy today. TJ Hawkinson, yeah, I mean he could get there, but definitely Tyreek Hill and Cooper Cup. I always wonder if it'd be just better to round robin that shit, cause like if you just pick it manually and round robin it, I wonder if you get odds the same. But I guess it's the same shit regardless, cause it's round robin regardless. But I just wonder if the odds are gonna be if they're gonna be better. All right, let's knock this WNBA out real quick because I want to give y'all a whole hour to be able to run this show back. We're gonna keep the show under an hour, and I want to give y'all a chance to run it back with timestamps and even watch it on 1.25 speed so y'all can get anything you may have missed. And I want to be able to post some things on the timeline. So this shit is simple. WNBA. Let me try to pull up the line right now. And a quick update if y'all follow my lay that I gave out on the timeline, the plus 1,600, plus 1,700, or plus 1,400, my bad. We need 20 more yards from Zay, 22 more yards from Zay, 2 more catches, 1 more catch from Andrews, and 3 more catches from Hopkins, and we looking pretty good. Everything else is looking really good.
Hey, they should thank Lamar for throwing that pick because like that's in line now because it's a close game now. So they both got to stay in this game.
Yeah, I ain't even watching the game. I just looked at ESPN. So good, yeah. Lamar good for one of those every now and then.
Yes, sir.
All right, WNBA, but shout out Lamar. Thank you for that. Liberty going down to a plus 1.5 over under 172. Run through a couple props real quick. Just we'll give you an idea of the props. Important props on FanDuel. You got Bree at 20.5. Queen Jonquel at 15.5. Sabrina down to 15.5. Mwah. We already about to get on Sabrina. Pause in a second.
Yep, you already know.
Vandersloot. Asia at 23.5. Jeez, y'all want me to fade Asia so bad. I might have to fade Queen today. 23.5 on the road. Kelsey at 19. As far as threes, ain't nothing too crazy with the threes. Threes about where they at. Sabrina at 2.5 is kind of low. Benaje at 1.5. Kelsey at 2.5. Jackie at 2.5. I mean, you could do a 3-point lay if you could and go crazy. If that's what you want to do, maybe on Prize Picks later. Rebounds, Chelsea Gray's the only one that really pop out. Asia at 9.5. Oh, Benaje at 3.5. Ooh, spicy. Nah, Benaje really pop out at 342. Damn, they
Mm-hmm.
want me to put some lays together. Um, and as far as assists, Vandy, point
Yeah.
guard at
Yeah.
5.5 assists. She's pretty low, but I mean shit, she should be. She's fucking trash right now. She should only play 20 minutes this game. So I was on here. Shout out, matter of fact, shout out to me, man. It's been an amazing week. Had a great week of guests. We done talk WNBA. We done talk everything. We done had, Ski talking WNBA. We done had Crispy Captain talking WNBA. We done had my boy T talking WNBA. Now we got Flo. Like we've been talking WNBA, so I'll run through my shit real quick and I'll let Flo get the last word. Because I've already gave out my ideas all week long with the great guests we've had. I told y'all I'm on Sabrina 20 points at plus 250 and 25 at plus 800. I think it's still there, still available.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to let an opportunity like that on Queen Ionescu pass us by. I already told y'all about the boost. As far as the straight bet, I just took the Liberty money line. I was like plus 115, plus 20. And I do have one WNBA. Did I write it down? I have one WNBA blunt money bet. Yeah, I did. On DraftKings. Okay. Liberty first half plus 4.5. Could not talk you off with my boy Ski. He said he's going to take the Liberty first quarter or first half. My boy came on yesterday and asked what I would prefer. I would prefer the first half. So I'm telling Ski on that first half, but that's not my play. That's Ski's play. Also, my boy Tease gave out the Liberty first half team total over 44.5. Could not talk you off that as well. He gave that out on Thursday. Could not talk you off that as well. I'll probably be tailing that. Try and catch it live just in case there's some good defense out there. But my blunt money bet, this is a plus 500 on DraftKings. The Liberty plus 4.5. Asia 8 rebounds. I'm sorry, Queen Asia Wilson 8
There you
rebounds.
go.
Queen Jonquel Jones 10 rebounds. Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young 5 rebounds. That's plus 500. I'll run that back again. Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young 5 rebounds. Jonquel Jones 10 rebounds and Asia Wilson 8 rebounds with the Liberty first half plus 4.5. That is a plus 500. Like I said, I'm gonna let Flo close with his thoughts, but the way I see this game, like I told y'all before, I think it's still gonna go 5. I think the Liberty are gonna go back to their regression of shooting the ball well and playing good defense, and I
Yes,
think the
sir.
Aces are gonna turn back into scorers and not be as much shooters. I think they're shooting like 60% from three this series, but picks fly. Aces are the aces. They could feel disrespected and they might just go out here and smack them. But I'm going to go down with the ship. So I like the Liberty. If I had to lean anywhere, it would be the under. But I'm not fucking with this total after what we see in the first two games. So that's just how I feel about this game. If I had to play a prop, like I said, it would be Asia under or would be one of these rebounds like Chelsea or Laney. Seeing this Laney at 3.5 is freaking crazy. Make me want to go
Yeah.
on DraftKings and see,
Yeah.
But like T said, he and T's be on it. He was like he could see Laney having a big game that don't show up on the stat sheet because
Yeah.
that's when the Liberty at their best. Like Laney has been going crazy lately, scoring 20. This whole playoff, she's been amazing. She ain't been good in the finals, but she's been amazing this playoff. But really, what she is like a glue person. So
Yep.
she really might hit a couple of threes, get a couple of steals, get an assist here, a couple of rebounds. That's timely, and that's how she put her mark on the game. It may not be 17, 6, and 5 like she been doing, okay? So those are my final thoughts on the game. Flo, what you thinking? And then we're going to wrap this thing up. Wait, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the Liberty haven't lost a Sunday home game
Oh,
in
okay.
prime time. Oh,
I didn't even. I wasn't
I don't
even
know about
aware.
that one, Flo.
Yeah. Listen, man. I gotta. The Liberty too proud of a team with too many veterans who've been in too many big games to just go out down bad to get swept out like this. I just believe that. Brianna Stewart came into this finals. She had not lost the finals game. Courtney Vandersloot is a former champion. So is Stewie. This is Sabrina Ionescu's first taste of things in the finals, which is why I love that blunt money for a 20 and 25. Because she'll be back at home. I think the Barclays crowd will get one out of them. I always say, I always like to think of like past, like kind of comparisons to like draw a parallel. This reminds me of like when the Knicks were in the 99 finals against the Spurs and they went down to San Antonio and they got wiped out in game 1 and 2. And everyone thought they were just going to come up to New York and it was just going to be like, all right, wrap this up in 4. But they took game 3 though, because they just were a proud team where like, you know what? If David Stern was the commissioner of the WNBA, he'd be getting the liberty all these cheap fouls. He'd get Asia 2 quick ones 5 minutes into the game. He'd be like, listen, this series ain't ending in 3. We didn't gas up all these 2 teams for 4 months just to have this be over with 3 20-point blowouts. So with all that said, I do think the Liberty will come through today. I think Benaja Laney, who you just mentioned, she's the heartbeat of this team. I think that she's had some really good looks this series from the elbow, from the perimeter, from the mid-range. I think Benaja is going to have a good performance. The fact that we get her at 14.5 points, not even the 17.5, the 16.5, we get her at 14.5 points, 15 points from Benaja Laney, the queen, who's going to play 38, 36 minutes in a game where they're going to need. Yeah, taking that every single time. I'm also taking Chelsea Gray's rebounds. It's juicy. It's minus 130, but 5 rebounds. I mean, yeah, she's been killing those rebounds line. Just going to follow the money. And one blunt money for this game. I don't want to have too many plays on the day with NFL today, too. God forbid these 2 teams gave us one good game that was close and went down to the wire where the stars were stars. So my one blunt money for today is plus 7,500. It's the Liberty to win. It's Ionescu to hit 20. It's for Chelsea Gray to hit 20. John Quill to grab 12 boards. And for Courtney Vandersloot to remember how to play basketball and dish out 8 assists. It's so crazy to think about how Courtney Vandersloot, I agree she's been awful in this series. She can't shoot. She's a traffic cone on defense. But man, that double-double is like plus 800, and it's just sitting right there. She's already double-double this year on the Aces. I can't do it because I've already lost too much money in game 1 and 2 with Vandersloot. And I think the adjustment could be that Maureen Johannes, more Kayla Thornton in this game. But man, 800 for a double-double from the point guard. Crazy to think about. But I love everything. I love Ionescu in this spot. I haven't taken a Jonquel Jones play in this game, but I do think like the play has to be to go through Jonquel because last game they were getting smoked. They were chucking up all these threes, and they hatched the brilliant idea of why don't we just post up this 6'5" dominant force down low? And what do you know? They cut the deficit from like 20 all the way down to 6 at one point before it ballooned right back up. So just 2 plays on the game. Benaja Laney, 14.5. Chelsea Gray, 4.5 boards. I think there's a lot of opportunity, though, if you want to take like these juicy legs and pair them with something from NFL. So if you wanted to go Eagles money line, Benaja Laney, 2 threes, love that. Or 49ers money line, Jackie Young, 4 assists, love that too. Jackie Young, we've seen in this series, she's been killing on that 3-point line, and the adjustment that they did last game was to clear her airspace, and when they run the pick and roll with her, to make sure that they throw an extra body at Jackie. We saw last game, she did an excellent job of dumping it off. So 4 assists from Jackie Young is too low in my opinion. Shows 2 threes from Benaja Laney at home. That's too low as well. I'm not taking it because I already have enough plays on the day, but love those looks, love those for leans as well. I think Asia Wilson's a touch too high, but can't get me to fade Asia Wilson in a game where like she can be a back-to-back champion. And also, I want to get your thoughts on this. Who do you think is going to be the finals MVP? Because it could be Jackie, it could be Asia. I can see if Chelsea goes crazy, I can see her maybe steal it. Who do you think is going to be the finals MVP?
Yeah, and actually, one of the dreamers came on here and asked for me, and Tease was live on Thursday, so I already got my answer for that. But real quick, first of all, shout out to Aaron. That's great. Aaron says Stewie dropped 42 in the
Great
elimination
call.
game.
Yeah, I can't see her going out down bad too. I can't see that.
So we'll see. I mean, I can see it. Her ass is getting locked. Getting locked.
You already got Julius Randle, bro. We don't need another Julius Randle.
What I can't see is her not shooting. So look for Pirates picks. Look for her attempts. But yeah. So I'll get into that real quick. But yeah, like I said, I always gotta say a few videos. If you're watching this on Twitter, retweet. If you're watching this on YouTube, sub to my channel, like this video, comment on the video. El Plaga, what's the vibes? El Plaga, drop something, man. What you want? Drop something, man. Yeah, y'all know the vibes, man. If you're watching this on Facebook, anywhere, share it. If you watching this on YouTube, sub to my channel. Even if you're not watching on YouTube, come on YouTube, Blunt Money Bet, sub to the channel. And like this video when you're watching it later today or whenever you decide to watch it, like the video then. All right, let's keep the likes up and keep the vibes up. El Plaga, what you want? As far as finals MVP, it's going to be 3 people. Asia, Chelsea, Jonquel. That's it.
No Jackie love?
I can't give it to Jackie, and she's great. But I think that it's going to be I think her and Asia numbers are too close. That
Yeah.
if they choose between them two, like, and I forgot, I think T said this with Asia. He chose Asia. I went with Chelsea. He like the narrative gonna be too strong that I didn't
Yeah.
give her MVP. She got a fourth place vote. Nah, don't even play
Yeah.
with her this time. But to me, the leader in the clubhouse is gonna be Chelsea. It's gonna be time out, yo. You gonna relax. I'm gonna have you on this channel. You
Oh
be
my
popping shit.
God.
I'm gonna have you on. I'm gonna have you come on. My boy be popping shit. You know what I mean about John Quell. But nah, Chelsea great. She to me, she's been playing the best, and she's had moments. So to me, MVP is about moments. She had that moment last game where she just had like 3 or 4 straight ridiculous and one type passes.
Yeah.
Plus she dropping 20. Plus she getting double doubles. So it's like to me, she's the leader in the clubhouse, and she got it last year too. So she did the leader in the clubhouse, then Asia for me. But John Quell, if the Liberty come back and win, it
It's gonna
gotta
be
be
because of
John
John
Quell.
Claw.
It
I just
gotta
hope
be. It's the
I just
only
hope
way.
they feed her the ball and don't chuck up 8 threes before they remember she's on the block and has a mismatch.
But Flo, and we're gonna wrap this up. We got 4 more minutes. Flo, this my thing. And I want to see how you feel about this. And tell me who you think about MVP too.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be tough. Like my man Ski was like, yo, you ever been on a winning basketball team? I mean on a losing basketball team? I'm
Yeah,
like, no.
I thought that was a
I,
great. Yeah, I heard him say that. I thought that was
a
an
great point,
amazing.
yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
amazing
no, I
point.
haven't been because he was talking about Christian Wood. But another thing I haven't done is been a big man playing basketball. Always been a guard. So I can only imagine John Quell Jones getting double and triple team. Every time she get the ball, she getting fouled.
Yep.
Then she got to run up and down the court, and she got to play defense, slide on these pick and rolls. So it's a reason why they probably don't go to her relentlessly, and it's a reason why we probably don't get 40 minutes out of John Quell. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that shit got to be tough. Because
Yeah.
I swear, when she get the ball, they collapsing on Shorty. I was going to play her
Yeah.
2 assists in the blood money bet, but they got hit. It's minus 270 now for 2
Ah,
assists. Because it's
man.
like they all over her. So how you feel about that? Maybe that's why we can't get a whole John Quell game.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And she's working hard out there. Like she's hacking down low. She has to guard Asia Wilson on the other end. And you can tell she's doing the best she can because she hasn't been in foul trouble that much this series, but
Yeah.
she is grinding. And I gotta imagine if you're John Quell and you're on the block, you get double and you're kicking out to Courtney Vandersloot to brick her 5th wide open 3.
Yep.
Like and then they're gonna want you to sprint back on defense because when
Yep.
Chelsea Gray get on the open break, she turned to Earl to Pearl Monroe, dishing it out to Jackie for it's like I would just be out there going through it if I was I mean, oh my God.
All right. Let's wrap these comments up. Then we out of here, man. Aces sweep. All right. Hey, man, y'all been on the Dreamers been on
They look crazy. They look crazy out
hey,
there.
y'all been on the Aces all series. Y'all been right. I've been wrong.
I was wrong
Aces,
too. I'm not afraid to say it. I was wrong. I thought the Liberty would win the series.
El Plaga say he on the Aces and the over. Comparing this game to Game 3, Aces
Yeah,
wins.
love that. Yeah, I agree.
Should be a physical game. Can the Liberty get physical with the Aces? I don't know if they would have do
I
that.
think they can. They got to put it in Caleb.
Physical?
Kayla Thornton can get physical. Laney can get
Off
physical.
the
John
bench.
Cole can get physical. Johannes
Lady,
can't.
I don't know if Lady gonna
Ionescu
get
can't. But the
physical
other
with
3, they
Chelsea
can.
play. She ain't
Say that
gonna
again,
get
sorry?
physical with Chelsea.
Oh, no. Listen. Listen, I already have enough place. Chelsea grade 15.5 to go back to back. See, that's what I think is like kind of just like lingering. I'm like, man, like if the early window of football, 1 o'clock goes well, and I see the bets are trending well, I'm throwing on that 15-5 and whatever 20 to win for Chelsea because the best part about it too, if you're the Aces, you could wrap this thing up. You go back to back. It's gonna be a Sunday night in New York City. You could be on some lounge, rooftop, towel downtown, dream hotel. You could be celebrating a back-to-back championship in New York. Take the trophy with you back to Vegas and then celebrate there too. I'm just saying.
True. This is true. As the Ravens get into the red zone here, Zay Flowers 15 yards away for us. Let's see what Andrew's doing. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna do a quick, and when I say quick, I mean super quick recap of all of the straights. Flo, recap all your straights, my guy.
Kenneth Walker, 65.5 rush yards. The Dolphins, the 49ers, and the Bills, halftime, full-time, parlayed together. TJ Hawkinson and Logan Thomas, 5 receptions for TJ, 4 for Logan, parlayed together and just run the ladder up to 8 plus 7. Jordan Whitehead's 4.5 tackles plus assists. Love that. If you can only take one, please take that. It's the Jimmy Butler play. Josh Sweat to get a sack against the Jets. Tyler Conklin over 27.5 receiving yards. That's 6 for the NFL and over in the WNBA. Laney, 14.5 points. Chelsea Gray, 4.5 boards. And please do not go out down bad, New York Liberty. Just at least keep the game close, please. Please.
All right. Me, Logan Thomas over 3.5 receptions. TJ Hawkinson over 5.5 receptions. Puka Nacua over 5.5 receptions. Cooper Kupp over 7.5 receptions. San Francisco and I haven't put this bet in, so get the best possible number. But let's just for the show call it San Fran and Cleveland under 35.5 because I have no idea what you're talking about. Better flex that station. Flex that, baby. He's talking about the citizenship. Bills, Philly, and Miami each have the first sack of the game. Go on DraftKings. Let me see if I can find it for y'all real quick since I'm giving the shit out. I should be able to find it in under 30 seconds. You go to NFL. We're gonna go slide over to team props. Is it team props? No, it's probably gonna be game props. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to go to NFL, yep, and we're going to slide over to game props, and that's where you literally find all this shit I'm talking about. Race to fit to X points, both teams to score X points, field goal props, sack props, pump props, all this shit that I've been talking about with these lays that's quote-unquote hard to find, simply under game props on DraftKings, all right? So, love y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. We're going to probably have Flo. Try to keep them on Sunday, but definitely most likely going to move back to Fridays just because poor Flo, man. My schedule be so crazy. I'll be telling him one time, then I hit him back like, yo, it's another time. Because my schedule be so fucking crazy on Saturday nights, man. So, going to try and keep it moving, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get this cash. I am about to sit down with some fruit and do these timestamps so y'all can run it back and go real quick. 1.25 and get all the plays. All right, but y'all know the vibes, man. Let's get this cash. Gotta have it. Let's get it.